Few wild mushrooms stop you in your tracks quite like this one. This is the chicken of the woods. At first glance, the chicken of the woods hardly looks like something you would expect to eat. Bright orange and bold yellow, and stacked like shelves on the trunk of a tree. It almost feels otherworldly, as though it belongs more in a coral reef than in the forest. This striking fungus, Laetiporus sulphureus, and its close relatives is one of the most recognizable mushrooms you'll encounter in the wild. Its vivid colors, large size and layered fan-shaped growth make it stand out even from a distance. In some places, entire logs of tree trunks can be covered with overlapping tiers, creating a spectacle that's impossible to ignore. But the chicken of the woods is more than just a visual marvel. It belongs to a group of fungi known as polypores, bracket fungi that feed on the wood of living or dead trees. While many polypores are tough and inedible, this species is famous for being a true exception. When harvested young, its tender flesh and mild flavor have earned it the nickname, the chicken of the woods. This mushroom is found across Europe, North America and beyond, though it's not a single species but a complex of closely related ones. Wherever it grows, it transforms the forest into a gallery of color. A reminder of how fungi are not only recyclers of wood, but also some of the most vibrant and dramatic life forms we can encounter on a walk in the woods. Chicken of the woods is instantly recognizable by its vivid orange shelves with bright sulphur yellow edges, often forming large overlapping clusters on tree trunks. I followed a fruiting specimen over the course of its life cycle earlier this summer, and the mushroom transforms dramatically. It begins as a pale rounded nub, almost like a soft ball protruding from the bark. Within days, it expands into tender overlapping shelves. This is the stage it is best to harvest them for food. As the weeks pass, those shelves toughen, the edges grow more pointed and the color fades. By the end of its life, what remains is a brittle, chalky mass clinging to the tree, a stark contrast to its vibrant beginnings. Instead of gills or spines, the underside has a smooth layer of tiny yellow pores that release white spores when mature, an easy way to separate it from other brightly colored fungi. It usually grows on hardwoods, such as oak, beech and even willow, though it can also appear on other trees. Fruiting from spring to autumn, it often reappears on the same host tree year after year. While chicken of the woods is one of the more distinctive wild mushrooms, there are a few close relatives and other fungi that can cause confusion. In North America, Laetiporus cincinnatus is the most notable counterpart. It usually forms rosettes at the base of oak trees rather than shelving brackets up the trunk, and it can be recognized by its white pore surface instead of the sulphur yellow underside of Laetiporus sulphureus. Because of this, it is often called the white-pored chicken of the woods, and many foragers consider it just as desirable to eat. In Australia, the name chicken of the woods usually refers to Laetiporus versisporus, a paler species with white pores whose edibility is less well studied. Other relatives such as Laetiporus persistens display salmon pink caps with white pores and occur in warm regions, further adding to the diversity of the genus. And beyond the genus, a more distant but sometimes confusing species is the blackening polypore. This fungus also grows in rosettes at the base of trees, but its caps are more grayish-brown. It quickly becomes tough and its flesh turns black when handled or with age, but this is actually an edible mushroom as well. Finally, while not a polypore, the jack-o'-lantern mushroom deserves a mention as a dangerous lookalike for the inexperienced. Unlike Laetiporus, it has true gills rather than pores, and is poisonous, causing severe gastrointestinal distress if eaten. Chicken of the woods is widely regarded as a great edible. Its firm flesh and mild flavor is often compared to chicken meat. When cooked well, it can be both hearty and delicious, making it a favorite among foragers and also among those of a vegan persuasion. I once prepared it by slicing the mushroom thinly, dipping the slices in egg, flour and breadcrumbs, and frying them in a pan until golden. The result was crisp and satisfying, with a texture that truly lived up to its name. However, this is a mushroom that demands caution. While many people eat it without issue, others experience gastrointestinal upset and in rare cases even neurological symptoms. For this reason, it should always be cooked thoroughly, and anyone trying it for the first time should eat only a small amount and gradually increase in future meals if no reaction occurs. The exact cause of these adverse effects remains uncertain. Some believe that older, tougher specimens are more likely to cause problems, while others once suggested that fruiting on poisonous trees like yew trees could pass toxins into the mushroom. That theory has since been disproven, but the mystery remains. Because of this uncertainty, every forager should treat chicken of the woods with respect, rewarding for most but not without risk. Beyond the dinner table, chicken of the woods has held cultural and historical significance. In parts of Europe, it was collected not only for food, but also used to dye wool, producing soft yellows and oranges. Its bold color and striking form made it a familiar presence in folklore, often linked to the vitality of old oak forests. So in conclusion, chicken of the woods remains one of the most distinctive and sought-after wild mushrooms. Easy to recognize, widely appreciated as an edible, yet still carrying its share of cautions and curiosities. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more upcoming explorations of the fungal world, and welcome back to Fungi of the North at a later time.